Today, we're going to talk about Canadian Airlines getting a global thrashing over refunds. Welcome to the Canadian Expat. Here we discuss a few items that we think are relevant to Canadians living abroad. There's no question that this is a difficult time for airlines around the world, and it would be absolutely fair to say that all airlines, regardless of where they call home, are in the same boat. Many haven't been able to fly for several months, and those that can operate on a severely limited schedule. For any business, it's a fine and very difficult balancing act to both protect your bottom line at the same time offer great customer service. Some countries around the world have airlines which have been able to do that and do it really well. Others, not so well. The Canadian Airlines, that's Air Canada, WestJet, Porter, and Air Transit, have failed miserably on a global scale to manage their reputation, and news outlets around the world from Hong Kong to London are reporting specifically on these Canadian Airlines issues. Thousands of passengers who had airline tickets booked prior to COVID-19 for travel with Canadian Airlines were sent messages explaining that their flights have been cancelled. In most cases, they were offered travel vouchers for future travel, but often with really severe restrictions. In some cases, the vouchers were good indefinitely, but limited to only a very specific route. For most people, vouchers for future travel mean little, as they will have very different travel needs even in the short term and definitely in the distant future. This has been a different approach than many other countries around the world. Airlines in Asia, the EU, and even in the US have by and large offered complete cash refunds for any unused portion of tickets, and if the trip has yet to begin, they are refunding the entire amount. So, who's to blame? Obviously, many airlines are reluctant to give up funds received from customers. There's a risk, of course, of insolvency, and nobody wants that. What is stopping most airlines around the world from hoarding customers' money are the regulations in their home country. Canada, in this case, has really done nothing to help, and this is despite the recent creation of a passenger bill of rights. The EU, the US, and most of Asia has given very strict rules to the airlines that if they cancel the flights for any reason, including COVID-19, they are absolutely responsible for refunding tickets. There has been pushback from airlines, of course, but again, in most cases, countries have held fast. So what can you do as a Canadian? Dr. Gabor Lukacs, the president of the nonprofit Air Passenger Rights, has put a website together with tons of information on what you can do and what your rights are. There's a link in the description, and I would really invite you to visit. It's a good read. But what might be really concerning is what happens after COVID-19. Trust is a currency, and in all cases, you're either earning it or spending it. As a result of regulations, most airlines around the world seem to have been forced to save up their trust, in effect, earning more of it, by refunding without question, of course. Canadian Airlines, on the other hand, have been squandering that trust on a global scale, and down the road, with no trust in the bank, any problems that they have now are either going to last for a very, very long time, or it may be even exacerbated. I'm truly hoping that I'm wrong on this. Thanks for watching, and this is where I bring out the equivalent to that coffee shop tip jar. Producing these videos, as simple as they seem, actually take a lot. All that I ask is that you do two things: like this video and subscribe. This helps us a great deal, and we really want to produce more of this for you. Until next time.